In today's video, I'm transforming this simple coffee table into a 3D agate coffee table, and I'll show you exactly how.
Tell me if you'd leave it white like this by the time I'm done, or you would be okay with doing what I'm about to do.
So we're going to use this top of the coffee table I showed you, of course, making these marks, and I'll show you how we do it using the chrome marker pen, and everything is linked in the description below, everything I use, in case you'd like to get it. We're going to use the Mod Podge and gold leaf to add color, and for pigments I'm going to make a combination using the MEYSPRING bronze stone, the charcoal black MEYSPRING, and the white pearl MEYSPRING mica powders. In case of anything else, I can talk to you through it as we go on. People sometimes use molds and sometimes just do freeform on an polythene paper. For my agate shapes, I'm going to use this chrome gold marker, and I've linked it in the description below to mark out my shapes. So I'm going to do this and then I'll show you the next part. So just freeform drawing. We're just going to use the glue gun and just follow the pattern. Don't have to be exact. I like the fact that we even have the gold down because we are having gold on this, so it won't look tacky. For example, if you had black under or something, then maybe it's peeping out, but if this gold peeps out, no problem. So we're just going to go around, and we're doing this because we want to dam. People normally use silicone, but because I didn't want to remove them, I decided to use the glue sticks. And because I'm not heating up, it's not a piece that's going to get heated again, I decided let me use the glue gun. And also, if you want, some people make them on the side, like in molds or silicone on the side, and then transfer them here, or on a polythene paper, you use silicone, make them on the side with polythene paper. If it's too thin and you want it higher so that it pulls more, just add an extra layer on top like this. So we've placed them in and they're all dry. So we're using gold leaf. For my case, because these are very thin, I don't want to use many of these pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut them into smaller pieces. I know I could put and then pull off, but I'd rather have them smaller. And then now we're going to show you how to do one, because there's big pieces. There are two, remember. So if you want to see how both of them look together, remember to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, because I'll show you how when we put them together. But this one piece has quite a few of them, so if I stay here to show you all of them, this video will be too long. I have some flour here. The flour is to help me especially because I prefer right now to use my fingers to just make sure it goes everywhere, to just make sure when I touch this, it doesn't stick to me. Because you know, for those of you who've used, only if you know. Oh, see, this hand I hadn't applied the flour, but if I do this, there's still going to be quite a little of the gold leaf that will be cut off. But once we finish, it's not a waste because I can collect it and put it in a can to use, in a container to use the next time. So this is usually a tedious job. It's sticking pretty well on this without having to put. Oh wow! Oh yeah, we discover something new every time. On the glue sticks, even though they are dry, if I put it on, it's sticking direct without me having to use the. Oh wow, that's one less step for me. See, and they're stuck, fully stuck. So that's what I'm going to do. Goodbye, Mod Podge. Let's do this. This will be faster for me. Wow, we discover something new every day. This is how it looks after they're all done. I'll show you a side view after I remove. And this is without using the Mod Podge, no glue. It's stuck directly, the glue stick design. I'm glad, as you can see, it's not formed, you know, as in it's abstract. Because geodes are abstract, and that's what it's supposed to do. Then I'll mix the resin, wear my protective gear. Remember, always wear a mask, your gloves, your shoot, and a shield for your arms if you can. All right, so I'll do that. And then come back and continue putting layer by layer as we go on. For this next part, we're going to use the Bronzestone MEYSPRING. We're going to use white pearl MEYSPRING, black MEYSPRING. We have aceso brown green.
have these geode molds that at the same time or simultaneously or concurrently, I'm going to make agate slices using these molds, and I'll show you how I'll use them after. Same process as you're doing on the coffee table base.
Put layer of clear over and above the agate slices. We'll just now wait for it to cure, and then we come back.
The agate slices are ready, so we're just going to demold. It looks something like this at the back, and the front most likely we'll use this side. Let's demold them.
Now that our agate slices have cured and this level of clear has cured, we go to the next part, which is just randomly placing our agate slices. Just find a way that works for you. It doesn't have to be too organized, although it's hard not to organize it with with a round piece. So you see, you can't put too much to the end, too near. It ends up being a little organized, but not too much, because you don't also want there to be big gaps in between. And so that's how I choose to do mine. Random, yet not too random. Some people normally color their slices on the edges, but I wanted mine, already there's so much gold going on, I didn't want more of that gold, and we'll end up using some gold table decor, so I decided not to put on mine. So mine are clean. Let me show you what I mean. So mine don't have this that you see on top, because I don't want them to be too defined. Tell me in the comment section below, would you have put a layer like this, painted your agate top slices like this before putting them in, or like me, would you just leave them? Let me show you closer. Would you just leave them plain as they are? And I love the fact that they are translucent, so they're not too blocky. You can still see a bit of the gold through them. Sometimes, depending on the colors you do and how heavy they are, these agate slices are opaque, full opaque. But mine are translucent, so we can see through, and I like that effect of it. And you can see some of the design on it, and then you can see the gold coming through. And so I can't wait to see how that will look, especially once we put our clear. And there's a way resin brings out depth, and this was one of the things we were going to do, layer them so that we have depth. Right, so we'll just, now I'm just going to prepare a layer of clear resin to cover. Oh, and I've been using deep cast. What is it? I've been using deep cast or thick pour resin, which is for casting, you know, for layering, not the thinner one. And it didn't take too long to cure. What I did is I gave it more than 24 hours so that I don't, when I come here, it's a little hard, but not cured enough that I can't put another layer, because I didn't want it to warp or to put these slices and then they sink. I just wanted it to be fully cured. So every time for this project, I'm giving it like a week from when I did this. Then I come and put this, it cures, then I put the I give that at least, let's say 48. This one at least I gave for 24 hours. Then I put the clear 48 hours. Then I made this simultaneously, so I didn't have to wait to make them separately because they were not using the same mold. And then now I'm going to put this, I'm giving it at least 48 hours before I can show you how it looks. But for it to be used and functional, we have to take at least, what do they normally say? They say at least 72 hours, but for me, I'll keep it aside for about 20 days so that it cures fully and so that it will be more scratch resistant. And then it also, I just put it aside without worrying about it.
After putting the resin, this is how it looks. Look at that pretty effect. These agate slices, even though they don't have the layer, the painting, they look like little algae, like flowers. When you look at it, I can't wait to see it in its space.
This is why I love creating instead of buying. If you're learning resin or DIY, I hope this inspired you. And if you'd like a custom piece made for your space, you'll find my details below. Thank you for creating with me. I'll see you in the next episode. God bless you. Baraka Tele.